Can you still hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to record the call. I'm so stressed about it.
When you said you were merging the call, I was like, who the hell is he bringing on?
No, it's like some weird call recorder, and it's like you have to call their number, and it records it, and then you have to call you, or I have to call you, and then merge the calls. I'm spiraling.
What? Where do we even start?
So this has now happened genuinely 5 times where we have put out an episode, and then in the following days to weeks there is a major break in the case. First of all, I don't know anything outside of it's a man. I know a name, and I think I saw his age in the headline. I haven't read anything.
Yeah. Oh my God. So do I get to have you react?
Do you want to? Yeah, I mean, if you know, please.
I mean, all I know, I can share with you what I know, which is not that much. Because they still haven't released much about it, but his name is Brian. I know. Hold on, let me pull up the name.
Brian. Okay.
Hold on.
And do you know how they found him, or
I don't think they didn't release how they found him, but they know that he was a PhD student at the University of Washington, and he was studying criminology.
Shut the
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. So people think he was trying to basically stage the perfect. I mean, this is alleged, but people are thinking that he was trying to stage the perfect murder, basically.
Oh my God.
Right. Okay. Let me read you his name.
Which university? Washington University?
Washington. Yeah. His name's Brian Christopher Koberger. 28 years old. Taken into custody in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, today.
How'd they get him all the way in Pennsylvania? What was he doing
no
in
idea.
Idaho? What is going on? Oh my God.
I know. So I think Washington State isn't too far from, Washington State University, not the University of Washington. Washington State University Department.
Yeah, makes more sense.
Yes, he was getting his PhD in criminal justice and criminology. And let's see, he was arraigned Friday morning in Pennsylvania. He has a court hearing on extradition to Ohio on January 3rd. He could also waive it and return voluntarily. Once he's in Idaho, he's expected to make an initial appearance before a magistrate, and further hearings will be scheduled.
Oh my God.
I know. They still don't know the potential motive or the connection to the victims. Let's see.
Well, that was my first question. I was like, how was he connected to these 4 people? Or was it true that he was actually going after Madison and Kaylee? Does he know any of them, or it's just completely randomized?
No, they still haven't released any details on if he knew them or if he was out that night or what. They have. That's literally all that I could find out was what I just told you. But I was obviously looking on Reddit and TikTok and Instagram and people.
All the reputable sources.
All the reputable sources. I know. Full speculation, but people think somebody said that they thought that well, I probably shouldn't say anything that I was reading, but I was just oh my God, people are going absolutely nuts. Obviously.
On TikTok people have really.
No.
I wonder what he did with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like if he had a criminology degree, he must have some understanding of how to dispose of evidence like that.
Yeah.
This is truly out of left field, because from everything that we'd heard, it was a really sloppy job in terms of what they said in the forensics. They were he left a lot of evidence, so this doesn't make any sense to me. It's unless that was intentional. What is going on? I don't understand. I'm so thrown on my ass by all of this.
Hold on. Let me throw you on your ass more. Okay. Authorities were able to narrow their focus to Brian Koberger after tracing him as the owner of the white Hyundai Elantra, seen in the area of the killings, according to 2 law enforcement sources. His DNA has also been matched to genetic material recovered at the off-campus house where the students were stabbed to death.
Oh, what an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
Wow. So it's the whole thing is just so senseless. I mean, to do that, he must have been. He's absolutely insane. But like, why these kids? Why them? Could he have been the stalker that Kaylee was, or was it Kaylee? I think it was Kaylee who was complaining that she had had a stalker in weeks prior. Maybe he was like plotting to do this for a while and had been following her. So maybe she was the ultimate target. Does he have any connection at all? Does it say if he has a connection to like the school or that house?
No one.
Talked about like no one.
Okay, no one. But there have been. I was seeing all over the place that there's some people that were saying, of course, alleged, that he had maybe potentially lived in that apartment complex prior and like had gone possibly to school around that area to pursue his bachelor's. That he was like familiar with the area. But that's all hearsay. I have no idea if that's credible. But yeah.
Wow, this is going to uncover so many things because there are still questions that I have. I mean, I still have questions about like his actual foot traffic in the house, how he went unnoticed with the roommates who were below, the dog. Like there are still questions there. But do you think? I mean, we're probably going to find out for sure now if he was the person who was caught at 312 in that security footage, right? On the body cam footage.
Oh my God, that would be so nuts. Ooh, I just got chills. Oh my God.
I mean, actually, wow, this is absolutely unbelievable. I'll be totally honest. I really thought this case would see a solve. I mean, like I said, there's too much pressure on it, and there are too many people who are looking into it and too many eyes on it for it not to see some kind of momentum. I truly had no expectations that I would wake up to this at the day after we did this episode, because I had missed messages from you, but then I also opened TikTok and my entire feed was flooded with people. They were like, they've got him. They got him. And I tried not to look at anything because I was like, don't give me a single detail. I want to wait until I get on the phone with Stu so I can figure out what's going on. This is insane.
I literally, when I was like, when the headline popped up on the phone, I was like, oh my God, like, what are the chances that this is now the fourth time this has happened? It's freaking me out.
I think it's like 5, actually. I counted 5 different times.
Really?
Because it was, because like we had the boy in the box. I guess if you count Debbie Collier, we had Kylie Rodman, the break in her case. We had the Lady of the Dunes. So this would be number 5, right?
And was Delphi?
Oh, Delphi too, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's 5. Freaking weird. Okay, wait. I just found something else that I hadn't read yet that I think is going to absolutely shake you. This is from CNN. It says that in a post removed from Reddit after his arrest was made public, a student investigator associated with a DeSales University study named Brian Koberger sought participation in a research project to, quote, understand how emotions and psychological traits influence decision-making when committing a crime. In particular, this study seeks to understand the story behind your most recent criminal offense with an emphasis on your thoughts and feelings throughout your experience, the post said.
Wait, he's conducting this study? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, hold on.
So I'm doing that thing where
like,
I get so freaked out that I start to tear. I'm like, well, first of all, I'm in my car because I grabbed a coffee, and I'm sitting here on the verge of crying. This is insane.
I know.
Restate what you just said because I'm totally not processing. Oh my God.
In a post, I don't even know if I'm processing. In a post removed from Reddit after his arrest was made public, a student investigator associated with a DeSales University study named Brian sought okay, this is a reading comprehension exam, but I'm not prepared for it. Come on, CNN. Named Brian research project to understand. I don't know. It almost seems like the Reddit was saying that he had maybe been involved in participating with a research project about psychological traits influencing your decision making when committing a crime.
I mean, that would completely make sense based on the background that you're saying about him. That he's a PhD student. You said criminology.
Yeah. And he also had graduated from Northampton Community College with an associate's degree in arts and psychology. And then he went on to get his bachelor's degree. And then
What
in June 20
God's name. This is insane.
Yeah. In June 2022, he completed his graduate studies in criminal justice.
Oh my God.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't even a
God.
PhD. I think everybody's going and I'm probably repeating stuff. This is why you do it and not me, but this is fun.
No, I mean, this is like, I can see how you're sending me the emotions that I'm experiencing right now. I can only imagine what you must go through when I like put you through this for an hour and a half every Friday.
Right?
Like, I'm just in such a heightened state of anxiety right now as you're telling me this.
I know. And did you see the photo of him?
No. That was my other question. I forgot to ask you. What does it look
hold
like?
on. Let me send you the photo because you're about to be like shaken to your core. Hold on.
My heart can only take so much here.
I know. And apparently they had been like watching him in Pennsylvania for like 4 days before they made the arrest.
Really?
Like tracking him.
Oh, no. He looks like somebody I know. My God.
I know.
Oh yeah. Okay. This tracks. What is he wearing?
It almost looks like this is like he got the.
It's like a booking photo.
Something.
Yeah, it looks like a booking photo. But I can tell by the cinder block, but it's like some kind of like a military vest or something, like a bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
This is he gives me psychotic feels.
Absolutely.
I still have an immense amount of questions on this.
I know.
I mean, I'm just mostly perplexed by somebody who claims to have such a high credentials and knowledge in criminology would execute this with so much evidence left behind. Doesn't make any sense to me. But I mean, I can't even imagine that somebody who would do this is in the right state of mind in any way, shape, or form. I just want to know why them? Why these girls? Why all of them? It doesn't make any sense.
I know. Well, now it kind of makes me feel like your theory about him, about the other two kind of getting caught in the crossfire, like that kind of makes it feel more like that's what happened. It feels like he still was targeting the two girls, but I don't know.
I mean, maybe it really was just that, like, he knew if he wanted to execute something like this, he knew one of the easiest ways to do it would be to go through a place that he was already familiar with the layout. So if that's true, I mean, I know you said it's just a theory, but if he did live there previously during his bachelor's or whatever, I guess that would make sense if he's like, I know the layout of that home. I know the codes to doors. I can probably get in and execute what I want to do. So he figures out who lives there. He follows them maybe that he's the stalker following Kaylee for like several weeks, kind of learning her patterns, tracking where she's going. It would be so interesting now that we have confirmation about that white Hyundai, if we saw that crop up in other security footage throughout the night to see if he had actually followed her to the corner club in downtown Moscow, or if he had been around different parts of the town. Because like I'm trying to think, so they get back home at 1:55. When does he actually arrive near King Road? That's my question.
Right.
Oh,
okay,
God, I'm sick.
I just read a couple of other things. I don't want to totally kill you, but let me read you these things. Because so like New York Times is doing like live updates, I guess, and it said that Washington State University, let's see, the campus is less than a 15-minute drive from the site of the killings.
I see. Okay.
So he was very close
one
by.
of his criminology professors.
Okay, well, this is so weird that you said that. One of the other updates they provided is a statement from a fellow graduate student of his, who's anonymous, but she said that Brian was keenly interested in studying policing. The student who spoke on the condition of anonymity? Is it anonymity? Anonymity?
No, anonymity. This is the episode where you truly have
anonymity. Oh my God, literally having a stroke. Because I feel like I'm in class where I'm supposed to be reading out loud, and I'm just like absolutely having a moment in front of the class. I'm so nervous. Spoke on the condition of anonymity because of worries about upsetting others in the department. She said that Brian had few friends at school. He appeared to want to socialize, but he had made offensive remarks in the past that left him somewhat isolated.
Interesting. Oh, I would love to know. Oh,
I know.
I'm very curious to hear about the details that are going to come out of this. But I mean, on the same side as I'm reeling over here as you're telling me all of this, I cannot believe everything you just told me. I'm truly, truly like rattled right now. But I do feel a great sense of satisfaction knowing that these families are going to see closure. And I hate to say something like this, but a lot of these times, cases like this, it always ends where there is some massive homicide and they finally like track down the person behind it and they like kind of corner them to like a house and there's a standoff and eventually there's a shootout or one of them, you know, they kill themselves. He's captive, he's alive, and they're going to be able to look him in the eye in court and during his sentencing. And I cannot express like the deep satisfaction that I have knowing that those families are going to get to do that and they can put a face to this man. That's unbelievable. I'm so deeply sad for what happened to these kids, and it was completely senseless, but I could not have asked for a better follow-up to us covering the timeline and trying to push more awareness around this case. Like I'm actually shocked by this.
I'm really, really shocked. I mean, because this one has definitely been the most like high profile one and like recent one
of the year. Yeah.
And oh my God, what I think is going to be so nuts is that this guy clearly like has some sort of like complex where he thinks that he can get away with shit, and like the trial for this I feel like it's going to be absolutely insane media wise, because I feel like he's going to be loving it. I mean,
I hope they don't do something. I mean, what if that was his end goal through all of this? Is that, I mean, because I'm just trying to piece together, again, someone who had so much knowledge on how to cover stuff, why you would leave so much behind. So what if he did want to be caught eventually? And I don't understand. I'm trying to wrap my mind around the psychology of it, but it's very senseless, and I really shouldn't do that. But he's going to see his day in court, and I'm sure they are going to cover it. And I really, really hope they do not take some sort of avenue with this where they try to like plead insanity and get him off that way.
Oh my God. They couldn't. I mean, that would just be, that would be so tragic. That would really just be awful. But oh my God, at least they got him. Like they got him.
They've got him. He's being held. Did you say, so they got him in Pennsylvania? So he's being held in Pennsylvania right now?
He's being held in Pennsylvania, and then I think he can either like voluntarily go to Idaho, or they're going to have to, I guess, after whatever that period of time that he can voluntarily go is up, they have to like take him there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you again for jumping up to tell me all the updates.
I know. Oh my God, that was really, really thrilling. And creepers, I'm sorry. Clearly, I was all over the place.
No, are you kidding? You gave me so much more information than I thought I was going to get, and I'm happy I held off from reading anything. But I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm just very satisfied that there's a little bit of closure here, and I think we'll be watching this for a while now for when the trial comes, because I hope they don't pull any shit. I really hope they don't do anything like pleading insanity to get him off, because we've seen that before.
Oh my God. No, that would be really tragic. And he doesn't seem, I mean, to me, he doesn't seem insane. He just seems, I don't know,
malicious.
Like he's got, malicious, and also that like he has like a huge ego problem where he was like, I need to like prove to myself that I like know my study, like what I'm studying or something. It's just weird. Like,
well, that's probably what's going to be used against him. They're probably going to be using that to prove that he's not insane, because pleading insanity, I think it takes some kind of, you need a psychologist in court to like diagnose someone as clinically insane for you to use that, or otherwise it's admissible. But they'll use a lot of counter evidence of him excelling in academia to counter that, so he won't be able to plead insanity. Is what I've seen with previous cases that I've looked at in the past. So I think the deck is stacked against him here. He's really not going to be able to use that card, I don't think. And I think he's going to see a really brutal day in court, as he should.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm so sorry to do this to you and like get you on the phone for this on John's birthday.
Oh my God.
Boyfriend's birthday.
No. Oh my God. I literally was like, no, I mean, this is like, we have to, like, this is crazy. This is the sixth time or whatever, like with the most high profile one that we've done. Like, it's just insane.
now I'm starting to think that there might be some truth to the to the good luck charm of the podcast. I was like, should we do John Bonet next?
Oh my God, stop.
I was like, maybe we should do one that's gone like decades unsolved.
I actually almost just like threw up a little bit in my mouth when you said that. Can you imagine? Like, that would actually be, oh my God.
Pandemonium. Well, Creepers, we'll be here next Friday. We'll have another unsolved case to cover for sure. Thank you again for jumping on to listen. Stu, thank you again for reading me through all that, because that was very shocking. And
oh my God, of course.
We'll keep you guys updated on what comes next. Bye, everybody.
Yes. Bye.